Welcome to another episode of Effortless Coding. My name is Sam and I'm glad that you've joined us in this episode. For those people who are watching this for the first time, kindly remember to subscribe, like and share this video with any person who might be interested in learning one or two things about coding. In this particular tutorial series, we are talking about a HTML form tag. Remember, we've been covering different types of tags in HTML, and initially we said that tags are building blocks in HTML. So in this particular episode, we'll talk about the form tag and why you need a form tag in any HTML file. So a form tag basically is used to create HTML forms that will actually help you get user input from the person accessing your website, and it can contain other different elements within it. There are elements that must occur under form tag for them to actually be valid, and we'll cover that in this particular tutorial. If you actually use them outside the form tag, they might not actually affect the kind of impact or change that you want in your HTML form. So one of these, which we'll be covering in probably next tutorial series, or rather next episode, would be the input tag. As you can see on our screen, I've listed them. We have the input tag, we have the text area tag, we have the button tag, we have the select tag, we have the option tag, we have the opt group tag, we have the field set, we have the label tag, we have output tag, and others that we might be using during this particular tutorial series where we'll be talking about the form. Now, I'm sure you've gone to some website and they asked you for information that you as a user need to enter into that particular website. You've gone to a website that tells you upload your CV, enter your name, or even just from a basic point of view, when you log in on Facebook or Gmail, it always asks you for your email and password. So that is a form basically in HTML, and that is what we're going to cover in this particular tutorial series. For the form tag, which is the main tag, it also has attributes just like other tags that we've been talking about. One of the form attributes that we have is called accept chassis, which is a character encoding to be used for the form submission. Then we have the action attribute, which specifies where to send form data once you submit your form. We also have the autocomplete attribute, which specifies whether a form should have autocomplete or not. We also have the enc type. Now this mainly is used when you're uploading large files within your form. So it specifies the form data that should be encoded when submitting it to the server. So and this can only be used when the attribute method has been set to post. Remember, one of the other attributes that we'll be talking about is called method, which specifies the HTTP method that you'll use when sending form data, and it can either be set to get or post. We'll see that practically when you're dealing with creation of a form. So remember, the enc type can only be used when the method has been set to post and not get. We also have another attribute called name, which specifies the name of the form. We have another one called no validate, which specifies that the form should not be validated when submitted. Then we have the rel. I think we've seen this rel attribute before, which specifies the relationship between a linked resource and the current document. Then we have also the target attribute. The target attribute specifies where to display the response that is received after submitting the form. Remember, we've used targets when you're dealing with the anchor tag, where you can say the target can be blank, meaning if you click on that link, it will open a new tab. So in this particular form tag, the target basically specifies where to display the response once the form is, when you're submitting the form, will it open a new tab and all that. So you can use these particular attributes within the form tag that will actually help you manipulate your form. So in the next episode, we'll be talking about the input tag, which is one of the main tags or one of the main elements that you can use within the form, within your HTML form. So kindly stay tuned, and in a short while, we'll be actually telling you how to use the input tag and to create those text boxes where you'll be putting your data and so on. So until next time, kudos.